1st, 2014, we have been founded. We have done more work. We have been in a tug of war with governmental forces that's privatized our water. We have done so many things, and I'm just going to keep it short and brief because our work is very extensive. We just couldn't let the city go without water. You know, we've heard in April that there was an aggressive water shutoff campaign that was coming, and the news made the announcement, if you did not pay your water bill, you were getting shut off. All the while, we come to find out that corporations, large business entities, and 3 of our major sports stadiums have been running water without paying their bills. Now, you would think that they would shut off water to the large, corporations, or these corporations would pay their bills. But no, they've been getting deals, they have lawyers, they have delay time, and residents were getting shut off with no democracy, no appeal, no let's make a deal, can I come in and work this out with you? No, you either pay or you get shut off. So the Detroit Water Brigade was formed just off the basis of we cannot let the city of Detroit run without water. So in that part, we have organized by talking to our neighbors, to our friends, to get involved, to volunteer and to help out. We started an Amazon wedding registry to where people can donate water and supplies. We also asked for help in delivering water. We set up a hotline to where one person call and say, hey, my water's been shut off. Is there any way that you can help me? When we dispatch to that one place, we dispatch all over the neighborhood to make sure that everyone is still in need of water. And we found that there was people that were, scattered, that had been living without water, lights, gas, and heat for 2 years or more because they just didn't have the money. There's no social programs, there's no resources, there's nothing left that could, provide people with help. And the city was on the verge of devastation. Since 2011, our democracy has been taken away from us in the city of Detroit. We have no rights, we have no say, we have no voice. And literally, we have been corporate colonized to the point where we can't even have a say in what goes on in our own neighborhoods. It's getting devastating enough to the point where there was about to be an outbreak of diseases and all sorts of things that was happening to our city. We have been on the front lines of blockades. We blockaded the water shutoff trucks. We've saved about 400 to 500 people from getting their water shut off. We've been up to our city government, our state government, and even tried to make an appeal to Washington, D.C., to President Obama. And no one has heard our calls. No one has heard our cries. So we had to take it to the streets. We had to organize among our neighbors, among our residents and others, that we just cannot let the city go without water. And we had our day in court. In the bankruptcy court. As you know, Detroit has went through the largest municipal bankruptcy, so they say, but it was a man-made bankruptcy that was caused on the notion that Detroit was broke. I'm here to tell you now, Detroit never went broke. Detroit never missed a payroll. Detroit was just having a hard time with no jobs, education outsourced, whole city blocks privatized. Our art collection was on the verge of being sold off to the highest bidder to stand on some elite's wall, and everything else in the town was just under siege. What are we to do? So what we done is that we tried to stand on the grounds of, we need water to live, as water is a human right and it should be held accessible and affordable as said by the UN in 2002 and ratified by 2010. We had our day in court, as I said, and the bankruptcy judge told us that he had no legal authority to stop the water shutoffs because we asked for a permanent moratorium, meaning that we wanted 6 months to a year for the water department to get their practices together because they were on in-net billing practices. People were being cheated out of their bills, and they were installing smart meters. And smart meters, that's the new meters that you're all getting now. Those meters will cheat, and they will literally roll back. I mean, you won't even know how you even consumed all this water. Why are you trying to dictate to me how much water I consume? You know, the judge said that he had no legal authority, but yet you had the legal authority to take away people's pensions, compromise their health care, sell off assets to the highest bidders of those that were the bondholders. And it was so crazy. The United Nations came to the city of Detroit in October of just a couple of months ago and said that, you know, this is a violation of human rights. Disconnecting water services and telling people that they cannot have water while letting the corporations run amok with high bills that made the majority of the bad debt, that was wrong. And the city needed to fix it. You know what our mayor said? You know what our mayor said? This is all a sideshow. These people are just crazy. We sent petitions in saying that water was a human right and to turn the water back on. Know what our mayor told us? When they introduced the Water Regional Authority, he said, disrespected all the citizens when he said, oh, I wish these petitions would have came with checks attached, with money attached to them. This is all about money to them. This is about greed. And privatization is the devil. It is a very horrible thing to take away water from the most vulnerable of residents, but yet people can have champagne and crab cake. I like the word champagne socialists. I like that word someone just said, because that's exactly what I thought when these people literally said that we cannot have water, but yet the corporations and everyone can have running water and don't have to pay their bills. So we're here to let you know that what could happen to you all. I'm very inspired by all of you fight. You are fighting in the streets. You are standing there. I don't care if it was for 90 days or 900 days or 90 weeks. You all are making it happen in each of your own ways that you're contributing. This is a community. We're all about love. Detroit is about down-to-earth loving people. We survive. We are fighters. We are people who are genuine. You know, we're great people. You know, and all of these notions that are going on that you're all degenerates and you're all delinquents and all you want is free water but you don't want to pay for it. That is not so. You are entitled to water. This is a human right. We all need water to live. We all need water to live. And I'd be damned if they run us away from here. I'd be damned if they run us away from the city of Detroit, because we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to be in the streets. We're going to continue to rally our neighbors. We're going to continue to be a community, and we're going to continue to be peaceful. We're going to continue to fight back. And as long as you push back, the government will be on the ropes, and they're going to have to cower and concede. That's all I want to say. Thank you.